Hello everyone, welcome to Bible Bites Daily. Today we have reached Judges chapter 1. In the opening chapter of this Judges, we embark on a journey filled with triumphs, challenges, and the pursuit of God's promises. As we dive into the chapter, let us uncover a timeless lesson that resonates through the ages. The importance of wholehearted obedience in claiming the promised land. In the previous book also, we have seen many chapters that talk about obedience as in conclusive obedience throughout our lives. This chapter 1 of Judges also talks about being obedient to what God has to say and how God leads us to our promised land. The tribes of Israel are poised to take possession of the land promised by the God. Joshua, their trusted leader, has passed away, and now a new era begins. The lesson unfolds as the various tribes engage in battles to secure their allotted territories. Until now, what we have seen is that Joshua has led people into the promised land. In one of the chapters in Joshua, we have also noticed that people who have been allotted some land also wanted more of it. And not all tribes have received their promised land yet. Now, at this point, some of the tribes are fighting for it. The crux of this chapter lies in the response of the tribes. Some wholeheartedly followed God's commands, experiencing victories and fulfillment of promises. Others, however, fall short in fully driving out the inhabitants of the land, leading to persistent challenges. So, what we are trying to understand here is that why some of the tribes haven't got their promised land yet is the reason behind this is being obedient. Some of them are wholeheartedly obedient to God's commands and are facing victories wherever they go. And some of them are not completely obedient and hence were unable to get hold of their promised land. This holds true for each one of us. Each one of us wanting something from God, wanting something to happen in our lives, we have to be completely obedient to what God has given us. Some of us maybe are due to some certain circumstances are not unable to be completely obedient to Him and are failing or getting delayed in reaching their promised lands, in achieving whatever they have asked for. So the lesson resonates through the pages. Wholehearted obedience to God's commands is the key to claiming the promises He has for us. It's not merely about conquering physical territories, but about allowing God to reign supreme in every area of our lives. Consider this narrative. The victories of the tribes who faithfully followed God's commands reveal the rewards of obedience. On the other hand, the struggles faced by those who compromised emphasize the consequences of incomplete obedience. This chapter teaches us that God's promises are fully realized when we walk in with wholehearted obedience. Dear friends, as we navigate our journey towards God's promises, let the chapter be a good light guiding us. It inspires us to reflect on our obedience to God's commands. Are there areas where we have only partially allowed God to rule? Let us, like the tribes who wholeheartedly followed God, claim the promises He has for us through unwavering obedience. One thing is very clear and straightforward here, that we need to be obedient wholeheartedly. There is nothing in our lives that we could leave to chance. If we are to have our promises answered, if we are to have our prayers delivered, then we have to have wholehearted obedience to God. Thank you for joining us today. May God bless you all in abundance.